podcast.
Yeah. So I'm quite enjoying it now. It's a good game for when you're by yourself. And it is, like, you're quite free to sort of just do whatever you want. And you can, I wanted a combat shotgun. I didn't want to pay for it, so I just took it. And the guy's like, you can't take that. And I was like, yes, I can. Bye. And away I went with my new combat shotgun. He was going to make me pay 400 bottle caps for that piece of shit.
Oh, that's right. It's all bottle caps, eh?
Yeah. You find up pre-war money and you turn it into clothes.
Ah, yeah.
Well, I still haven't learnt the crafting, but at least I'm on the journey now.
Yeah. You've entered for Fallout.
I have entered the Fallout. We've got a lot of Fallout to talk about this week on the Misguided podcast. Welcome back. Welcome back again. That's Joseph.
I'm Joseph. That's Brad.
I'm Brad, and there's Dan.
Dan, yes! We did it! Confetti, editing confetti here. Whee! Alright, fuck you. No editor's notes. Yeah. Brad just looks at me like a cat that's just been asked to not cover its asshole with its perfectly adequate tail, but it can't be fucked.
No confetti. Best he could do is spray his water out over us.
That was water?
It was
oddly sexual.
Powerade crystal. I don't know.
Everything with Joseph is oddly sexual. Like that, if you had a sexuality type, that'd be it.
Oddly.
Odd fellows.
Oddly enough. Huh?
Oddly enough. Oddly Kenneth?
Oddly enough, he has a sex life.
Him and his full body anime pillow named Katarori.
Anime, I can't look. I can't have any response to anime, least of all sexual. It's just I've reached saturation point with anime. I can't look at it and feel anything but cultural overload. Enough. No more.
You drop 2 atom bombs on people, they're going to come up with some weird shit.
Well, maybe it's time for a third. That's all I'll say.
Fucking, yeah, it's just Joseph and Vladimir Putin. They're like fucking peas in a pod. They're so keen to go for the nuclear option. Oh, Putin's dropped his fucking balls though, because Trump said, "Oi, Vladimir, get it out." Yeah, he's like, "Oh fuck, that crazy bastard might actually fucking bomb me."
Yeah.
Biden didn't know where he was for 4 years. This cunt, little more cogent and actually crazy enough to fucking assassinate people just because he feels like it.
Oh, that would,
yeah. Sure.
All hail to the Emperor of America. And the best comedian alive, Donald Trump.
Yeah.
It's true, the best comedians aren't trying to do comedy. People, in fact, I'd say it's people trying to do comedy that have ruined the whole endeavor. Fucking hell. Oh yes, what a weekend New Zealand had. Did you see this? Have you heard about this? Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Somehow I completely missed out on this until you brought this up in the van. This is the Destiny stuff?
Destiny Church fucking storming a library in West Auckland, to which my first reaction is, they have libraries in West Auckland? I didn't know they could fucking read out there.
They don't last long. They become community centres.
There's got a drag king that I actually, well, I don't really know. I've just done it. I did a show with years and years and years ago. Friends on Facebook had just tangentially been aware of this person in their life.
Was that stand-up?
Yeah, it was one of those combined things. Like that cabaret show we did in Pyro the same night that we didn't burn it down, but something burnt down in Pyro the last time me and Joseph did comedy there, and we were not involved in it burning down.
I don't even remember there being a drag act on. Was that after we left?
That was cabaret. Yeah, no, they were all, you know, what do you call it?
There's like
cabaret, where they get naked.
Like burlesque. I remember
burlesque, that's the fucker.
Was one of them a dude? I don't
Probably,
remember.
I don't care. We're focusing on the wrong thing here. Anyway.
Let's fucking Google it. I'll Google it, you talk.
So, Destiny Church found out that this drag king was doing where they read the books to kids.
Yeah.
Now, I know this person was definitely not going to fucking turn up in a sequence G-string and fucking read to the fucking kids with his nuts hanging out. Okay, first of all, because transgender from female to male, so there are no balls to flop out as far as I'm aware. But at the same time, like, there's no way this very professional performer was going to fucking go and be naked in front of kids. This country's got a reading problem. Destiny Church is apparently all for helping the kids, except the ones in their own church who are getting the shit kicked out of them fucking every day of the week because they turned a fucking blind eye to that real easy. And just as an aside too, more pedophiles have been found in Destiny Church than in the drag community by a fucking margin. So
I don't know what everyone's worrying about. My nieces and nephews, they won't look like. My grandma can't get through a single storybook with them. They don't have the attention span for it. I don't think kids are going to listen to an adult they don't even know. Although the one time that it was a drag story time at my niece's school, she apparently came home to my sister and said, "Oh, Mum, it was weird. This weird man read us a book today. It was really weird. It was clearly a man, but he was dressed up as a..." So
careful,
the kids,
that kid's going to be outed as a bigot now.
from the mouth of babes.
These trannies online, they show no mercy. Chanel Lull is still stalking the streets.
The difference
Destiny Church charged this fucking...
The difference between cabaret and burlesque is cabaret typically features a wider variety of acts, including singing, dancing, and comedy, often with a focus on audience interaction, while burlesque primarily centers around provocative comedic dance routines.
Oh, so it was cabaret because we were on it.
I wasn't on it,
Because we
just
were the
you
stand-ups.
were. Just you were. I wasn't on that.
Yeah, you were.
I watched and then we left. In that
I'm
old
sure you
theatre.
were on it too. Why did you come with me if you weren't on it?
Probably drove you.
To see
No,
it.
I drove him. He doesn't drive.
No, I just wanted to
I've never
see the
seen
show.
Joseph. I'm not even sure you can drive.
I can try. I've driven a bunch. I've driven between Pyro and Taupo a bunch. I've driven from Tokoroa to Hamilton a bunch.
I'm just saying, I've known you 10 years. I ain't seen you drive a fucking car once.
That's because I don't have one. But I
In
need
fact,
my
I've driven
restricted.
you everywhere we've gone together. So.
But anyway, I did come
Yeah.
to that gig and I watched. You did pretty good too.
Yeah,
I
I did.
remember. That was a cool theatre. It's run as an op shop now. But anyway, we're getting
Yeah,
completely
so
off
Destiny
track.
Church stormed this fucking place, charged their way past the library staff who were saying, "Hey, listen, come on now. Hey, you can stand outside and yell all that dumb Christian shit, but you can't fucking come in here." And they pushed their way up the stairs and did a haka and scared all the fucking kids. Like, first of all, the irony of them using the haka to fucking make their point is not lost on me, because Māoris didn't care about gay shit until white people turned up and told them it was bad. So maybe just, can you pick which fucking version of your culture you're now going to ram down everyone's
Don't
throats?
fucking be like white people, Christians.
Who happen to be white.
Yeah, but you just group them all together.
Well, I'm just saying, it's just, listen, it's funnier that way, okay? You can't be racist to white people, everyone knows that.
Fucking guinea.
But I'm just saying, like, in their culture, they were completely accepting of gay relationships until fucking... Whitey McMissionary turned up and said, "Oh, that bad."
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think
Do
so.
we know? Is there a way to know?
I'm
Like,
giving them a lot. I'm giving them a lot of fucking credit here, so I'm hoping that's true.
Like, I noticed a trend in this. It was also, I remember seeing on Facebook, oh, the Native Americans had a name for trans people. It was two. So, like, all this, it's like, how is any of this documented? Like, if you were someone who was completely rejected by your society, why would there be a record of you? Unless it was for training purposes or something. we do. Maybe it was a more or less of a thing than we know, but I don't know. This is just, it's a weird hill to die on for everyone's sake. You've got Destiny Church stepping foot in a library, maybe for the first time ever. This is the thing. Well, this is the thing for me with religion. I have a very religious family. I've tried to say this recently to a family member. You have the Bible, and then you have all these supplementary texts that people over the centuries write based on what's going on at culture and the time. It isn't the whole point of the Bible is that's your one and done. Like, and most people who turn to religion, they don't want to look at all this archaeological evidence and all these fucking little quirks of history and, oh, they said this, but actually this, and Dead Sea Scrolls. It's like, no, people just want their life to work. That's all people are actually fucking signing up for. That's all the poor and dumb people that the churches prey on, whether they mean to or not, as nice as they've gotten in recent years, supposedly. People want their life to work. They don't know. I don't believe anyone actually cares about an afterlife or about the secrets of history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the people who have the comfortability or of enough means or of a middle class or upper class background to be able to sort of luxuriate into the weave and weft of history and theology. They care about that stuff, but the fucking tired and hungry masses, they're going to church because you put a hot meal on afterwards, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's good. That's the thing. Own that. Like, if you this is a society, you've got this place you can go where no one else will accept you, but you can come in here and you'll get something to eat and we won't be too rough on you for an hour. Just own that.
Yeah. Well, Destiny Church isn't quite that charitable. In fact, all they do is fucking suck money up from their fucking followers. And they are followers because it's a fucking cult. It's not a church. It should be stripped of its fucking charitable status immediately. Because have you ever fucking heard a more obvious fucking greasy con man than Brian Tamaki? What a fucking... I mean, Jesus Christ, he's a caricature of a fucking Italian mobster that spent too long in a tanning bed. Like, the fucking... This is for you, Brian. I hope you're watching, you greasy little parasitic fuckface. You're a dick. Go away. This is the same man. This man's getting more followers now because there's more people that are desperate and afraid and scared because the fucking the price of everything's gone through the roof, and even if you work in a job, you can't afford it. So the people are scared and confused. They're looking for some sort of order. Why you would turn to that fucking idiot, I don't know. But just shut up. This man fucking blamed an earthquake on gay people. He's not smart.
That's right.
There's always been gay people and earthquakes. Both created by God, you feckless morons. Why the fuck you need a middleman like that between you and the big fella is beyond me. Just take some mushrooms. You can have a chat with them in your lounge. Fucking idiots. Seriously, the Destiny Church and all the people that subscribe to that dumb fucking bullshit need to just go. Just go. I don't care where. Just go. Preferably death. Just go somewhere else.
Just not the library.
Yeah, and seriously, if you're going to go to the library, try reading a book instead of yelling at people who... They were saying, we need to protect our kids. You see the fucking retired signs they're fucking holding. We protect our kids from groomers. Listen, you dumb shit. Just because you see this shit on and it's all over the place in America and England, does not immediately mean it's happening here.
And also, what's the #1 rule about the library?
This is the fucking news. Sorry, I love Patrick Gower's moment there.
I guess the council...
That fucking stopped everyone in their tracks, didn't it?
I guess the Auckland Council got excited for a minute about an unexpected and briefly unexplainable spike in engagement.
And when they stopped the Pride Parade in Ponsonby Road... Now listen, Ponsonby Road has long been home base for the gays of New Zealand. That's their territory.
It's Kingsland.
It belongs to them. No, I don't know Auckland that well. I fucking try to avoid the place mostly. But at Ponsonby Road, I used to do gigs on Ponsonby Road. I see gay people all the time, and they don't even register. I have no idea where this rampant homophobia comes from, but it generally comes from people too weak and afraid to fucking evaluate the things they're fucking scared of, and so they direct that anger and fear at something that's easy to target, like gay people. Well, I don't know why they're easy targets, because I once saw a gay guy that was 5'5" kick the shit out of 4 skinheads outside the next door bar in Frankton and Hamilton.
Oh, yeah.
And he whooped their ass. Being gay didn't have a goddamn thing to do with his violence. So
I don't think it has anything to do with being gay. They were there to not expose kids to shit.
Okay, but there's
just
a level
because
of hysteria here that does not match the perceived threat.
100%.
There's no way that Hugo was gonna fucking get his top surgery scars out for these kids. I nearly said tits. He would have been dressed in bright fucking... But most of the time, when this is done, this can be done in a wholesome way. It's where the sex part of it does not come into it at all. It's just a person that gets the kids' attention and reads them a fucking book. Yeah. There's no bad here. Yes, and I know there's examples of this in the States where it crosses the line and there's just these kinds of getting the kids to put dollar bills in their G-strings. But we're not there yet.
Actually, fucking hell.
And do you know what the fucking Destiny Church looks like when they all march in matching black t-shirts up the street yelling things in unison? It takes me back to 1930s Germany and it ain't fucking good.
I'd like it if there were a twist.
Isn't it?
They're fascists. They're not fucking Christians. They're fascists.
I'd like it if
they're fucking morons who... I'm sorry, but this man makes me really mad. And he was on Duncan Garner's show this morning saying how we need a new government. I think you should vote for me to be... Do you understand what a horrible fucking decision that would be? If that man was in charge, it'd be concentration camps by Christmas. He's a fucking Nazi and his wife's a fucking ghoul. Fuck them both into the ground with the rough end of a pineapple.
I want there to be a funny twist.
I said good day, sir.
I want there to be a funny twist where it turns out the whole exception they took was they're reading the kids Harry Potter.
That's about black
up,
magic and witchcraft.
Oh my God, a homo's reading them Harry Potter when they get to the library. This is worse than I thought.
The LGBT are not reading Rowling.
Reading what?
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, no,
Oh
no.
yeah.
They do.
No, they're not.
But there are
good point.
There are many gay and trans people who aren't on board with that crazy shit and
100%.
fucking hate that this crap is done in their name.
Yeah.
You know, it just, I really wish we'd stop listening to these fucking losers they're from the past now. Yeah. These, you know, like, was it a gender lynch mob from TV3 News?
Yeah.
Like, fuck off. At some point, it's too obvious that you picked your side and now you're trying to sell something.
Yeah.
And that's not your job. That's not your function. Your function is to inform the voting public. You long since gave that up for ad money.
There must also be gay people wondering why drag is the angle. Like, I don't know if not that, like...
it's acceptable.
Or is it because it's some way to put a visual identity to, hey kids... Because if they're not reading them books about LGBTQ, then what's the reason? Is it because it gives a visual angle where you're trying to just get society to relax about gay people and show they're normal? But then the whole point of drag is it's really flamboyant and in your face and transgressive, and it does have a, like, even not even, let's take LGBTQ out of it. Glamour has a sexual function. That's what glamour is. So there's a point too where I don't know if anyone
But there can be a childlike fascination with that doesn't have sex come into it.
Sure, I'm just not sure
Tell
what.
that to Michael Jackson.
Good point.
Well, I mean, fuck me. I mean, he's a good host. What do you want from the guy?
I'm just not sure if anyone knows exactly why they've chosen that hill to die on next. But like, I feel like there must be gay people question that too. Like, and if I were, I'm not anti per se, but people would be, if you're a parent, I feel like you would be a fool not to think about it, at least.
I don't want gay shit being rammed down my kids' throats, but I have no evidence that has currently taken place.
I don't think that's what's happening exactly, but it seems muddled what is happening.
That's where I draw the line, where they're starting to expose kids to things they're too young for. But then again, we live in a world now where kids can accidentally end up seeing porn on YouTube. There's no reason to not at least prepare them with some basic information. But there's a difference between that and blatantly trying to indoctrinate kids. Again, this is shit you do see in America and England, and to a lesser extent in Australia, which is why some of these cunts, they're just so lazy that they're just going, well, it must be happening here, I'm going to get up in arms.
Well, people
I'm so lazy I won't protest even if it's in my interest. So I don't understand the motivation of people to go out on a hot Sunday afternoon and yell at people who are just trying to fucking read books to kids.
People want it to be that here so that they can claim some identity in response to it as well. But also, like, when it comes down to what is the content versus what is the delivery, why is this happening? There's the point, too, of like, when is a kid old enough for da-da-da? Like, even the birds and the bees varies wildly. Some kids turn up at primary knowing that shit already, and some kids only learn it at high school through
because some kids
their
don't knock
teacher.
before they walk into a bedroom, eh?
So it is one of those things where we do take for granted that everyone is getting that information at a uniform level. But then again, to come back to this, is like, I don't know if these drag queens are sitting there reading people's sex ed. So then what are they reading them? But if you take the drag element out of it, why that guy? You know what I mean? Why isn't the librarian just reading the kids' books?
Well,
is that what it takes to get a kid to listen to a kid to hear a book?
I don't know why they're doing it, but I mean, at the end of the day, I don't see anything inherently evil in finding a way to get kids to focus on reading, because it's certainly a skill that's in fucking decline.
Yeah, and it's if the material's fine,
if it's wholesome, fine.
If Peter Rabbit, fucking
the thing is, some of these Destiny people bought tickets to the event.
Yeah.
And had no intention of going up there and just seeing if it was what they thought it was. They bought tickets because they thought they would allow them to go in the room and shout the poor cunt down, which by the way, I mean, the Auckland Council paid $27,000 for that fucking little event, so I'm sure Hugo's laughing all the way to the fucking bank, and he didn't have to read to those smelly cunt kids.
Well, anyone.
Fuck them. Like, they're not fighting the battle they think they're fighting, and they're not winning. They're certainly nowhere near winning it, because every time Destiny Church shows up and does shit like that, it turns more people against them than for them. And the sad part is, I saw a fucking big hairy news there, perennial fucking people that I'm not supposed to mention. I just watched a video there where they're talking to Jules Top. And even she was saying some shit that didn't make... It was just as crazy, but from the opposite direction. She's like, the gay community has never hurt anyone. Yeah, say that to the well-known on-TV gay comedian that tells new straight white comedians that we don't need any more of you.
Yeah, or throw pumpkin soup.
Or walk up and throw fucking soup on people that are just trying to fucking talk.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but...
What was that?
That was that...
Posey Parker.
Posey Parker.
Oh, was that a comedian that did that?
It was pretty funny.
It was one of them. Fucking people.
But that's the thing, like, they don't give it, no one on either side of this is honest with themselves about their own fucking hypocrisy. That's what fucks me off. Because in New Zealand, about approximately, and this is from a tertiary Google search I did to make sure this was kind of true, there have been 0 drag performers convicted of pedophilia. In the last fucking 10 years, there have been 8 separate fucking convictions within the Destiny Church's membership for pedophilia. Yeah. And a whole bunch for fucking beating and neglecting kids as well. So it seems like Brian Tamaki wants to protect our kids from faggots, just not from fucking starving and not from being punched to death by fucking mum and dad. So pick a point.
Well, how do you make a man?
Huh?
How do you make a man?
War.
Well, yeah.
Combat.
Starve him. Beat him.
My grandfather used to tell me, there was a lot less fuckwits around back after World War II because all the fuckwits went off to war and got shot first.
Yeah.
They were the ones who were like, follow me! The smart ones kept their fucking head down.
This is something fucking crazy. Just read it out straight away. Don't fucking think about it.
Is it going to come up there?
Misguided studio.
Misguided
pretty
studio.
crazy.
Wow. A new Washington state bill characterized as a repeal of the state's Parents' Bill of Rights now includes a provision allowing information to be essentially withheld from parents regarding assaults of their child for up to 48 hours. Gross. State Senator Claire Wilson, Dick Federal Way, that's what the D means to me, attested to the Washington state standard the bill overall doesn't change any rights and is a cleanup bill that updates health privacy provisions to align with current law. In a House Education Committee hearing this week, one lawmaker unsuccessfully attempted to undo the 48-hour rule and require immediate parental notification. The underlying bill essentially states that schools can wait 48 hours before they tell their parents if their children were involved in any kind of criminal action or if there was any sexual misconduct.
And while they convinced the kid that it felt good.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's
Why don't
fucking
you just
crazy.
call this the fucking grooming bill?
Yeah, hey, it's fucked.
Said state Republican Travis Couture, rapist from Shelton.
I think he was one of the good
The
guys.
Dixon the rapist from America.
But how crazy is that, eh?
Someone was like, we can whittle it down to 48 hours. It can be done.
That is just fucking gross.
Yeah, so a teacher can fuck your kid at school and they have 48. They don't have to tell you for 48 hours.
Where does this information come from? Who reported
Well,
this?
the kid will probably tell you quicker than that, though, won't they?
You'd think so, but
I'm seeing Fox and Friends there, and
it is, but
I
it's
have to
everywhere.
say, I don't.
Yes, I wouldn't find them a...
That Rupert Murdoch was
Yes.
Rupert? Yeah.
fine. I'll bring it
Oh,
up on
fucking
X.
scrotum Murdoch.
Oh, fuck it.
Never
Have you
forget,
seen
folks.
those?
Let's see how much duct tape it takes.
Oh, a
to stop me.
retard. Yeah, I've seen those before.
Hang on, Joseph, that retard looks like he can fight.
I have a mirror.
Why does he look like he has a fucking arrow pointed at his head? Oh, no, there's two
One.
spikes. I just saw the fucking V.
10. 100.
Does that fool have Acon? He
Crack
has,
sternum.
look at his chest tattoo.
Haven't eaten yet. Check this out.
He just has Acon. Oh, that's the logo off the Acon albums. I'm
It's
sure
Akon.
it is. Fuck off.
Akon.
Bro, who did you let practice on you?
That is fucking funny.
Acon doesn't probably like Acon that much.
Well, he's not very popular anymore. Apparently he did a scam or something. I don't know. I didn't pay attention. Go on, crack your fucking sternum, you dopey shit. Yeah, push-up should help.
This man could probably.
Let's run it back. Let's go.
Well, you're gonna try again.
Go, lad.
He's trying to rip it, I guess.
Oh, he's gonna kill himself. That's concrete he's smacking his head onto.
He's fucked.
Oh, he's having a seizure. Yeah, well, I suppose one head injury wasn't enough, you dopey fuck. Then again, if you're dumb enough to get an Akon tattoo, you're definitely dumb enough to do this.
You know the sad thing? Our A&E rooms are being overwhelmed, and shit like this is one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the reason why your grandmother had to sit in the waiting room for 7 hours with post-stroke, because there's morons like this. And I bet you this cunt's got more views than we do. Motherfucking world, you're too dumb for your own good. That meteorite that's coming in 2032, we fucking deserve it. There, I said it. I don't care. I'm going to die too. Fucking can't be bigoted if the whole world gets wiped out, can you? Death to us all.
That was 2032?
Only dogs may remain.
2032, did you say?
Yeah.
I did see something about this.
It has a 1 in 50 chance of hitting the Earth, which is, by astronomical standards, quite likely. But then again, they'll have 4 years' notice. If you think the Americans aren't going to launch every fucking piece of heavy ordnance they have at that thing to save themselves, you're not paying attention.
We just need one punch man.
Yeah. We need invincible.
Well, with the other stack of issues planet Earth is staring down, burning out might actually be preferable to fading out.
Imagine if that hits the week after Russia nukes the whole world. God's just going over. No such thing as overkill, I suppose.
Yeah.
Wants a hard reset. He's wiping out everything down to the fucking octopi, because they're going to be the next ones that evolve. Them and the cuttlefish, which would be a horrifying prospect. Just people flashing lights. I mean, at least you won't need neon signs and shit. That could be a job. You just write fucking pharmacist on your body and
Hey, crocodiles still have a chance. They were one of the few life forms that survived the first lot.
Yeah, well, of course they can. They don't need to eat for a year if they don't want to.
They can get away with eating only 60 meals in a lifetime.
Yeah.
And because they could swim, that was one, they could swim and they could eat anything. That was basically why they survived.
Well, I can swim and I can eat almost anything. Maybe I'll be lucky. The future is looking good for me. Then again, I can't take down a fucking water buffalo.
Also, you won't have access to V and coffee anymore, so
What do you mean? There's enough of it currently existing that one person left over could not drink the remaining amount.
No, sorry,
in
I
one lifetime.
fucked that up. You wouldn't have enough. You wouldn't have the access to weed and coffee anymore. So
What do you mean? I
diabetes,
just go and fucking
diabetes.
He won't care.
I'm
He's
talking
dead.
after a meteor strike. Diabetes and a heart attack would both hit at the same time. That both those substances had suppressed for decades, and you would just, I don't know, pop or implode or something.
Something spectacular. It would be spectacular. Just explode. All the spread confetti comes out.
Keep the internet money rolling in, guys. We need to keep our Dan and substances to
Yeah. I need
ward off the raft of
The link
melodies that.
The link is down below, and if you stop supporting me, then I'm going to die, and that'll be your fault. Cunt. Anyway,
I like how we didn't read any of that. We just saw something about a meteor and made a bunch of suppositions based on.
And news from the Galactic Warfront this week, the Terminids have developed a sub-faction called the Predator Terminids, which are big, mean, nasty stalkers which can already turn invisible and sneak up on you, except now they're just fucking everywhere, not just in their nests. And these little hoppy bastard cunt things called hunters, Helldivers know what I'm talking about, they can now go invisible. At first I expected to load in and see that all the bugs had just turned into fucking P. Diddy, because it was Predator strain. But that's the joke that no one will let me round table, so if it's not funny, that's your fucking fault, man. I tried to last night, Brad wouldn't let me before. There. Was it good? Was it worth?
I didn't get it. I don't play enough.
There's a Helldivers 2 marketing opportunity here for a Terminid Noodles. That'd be a funny tie-in, don't you think?
Yeah.
Although putting bugs in people's mind when they're eating probably...
Especially noodles, which already feel like insects.
Well, hey, it could be...
I don't eat noodles. I fucking hate the texture.
WEF brand Terminid Noodles.
You will eat nothing and be happy. Oh, get rid of those spewers, those bitches, those fucking cows. You just you'll hear from behind you. and this green stream of shit will just fucking melt you. Those fucking sluts, and you can't kill them with anything that doesn't have medium armor penetration.
What are the new bugs called?
Predator strain.
Predator?
Predator. I think that's something else.
Predator. I like how Brad both wrote and spelt that way. Someone from the deep south in the States would probably say
Yeah,
it
but
right.
he
A
just
predator.
knows, he knows that Google's going to correct him, so he doesn't even try.
Oh, no, I just thought it was a funny little accident.
Yeah, no, it's this keyboard. It's slightly to the left, to where you would center your hands. So I always fucking hit on the right side.
The
of
woke
letters.
are filling up our libraries with them child predators.
They've been reading books to kids like some sort of reader. We don't like your kind round here.
That's great.
Followed by
Damn, all the readers left. Now we got no one to operate the factory.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That was the wrong time to laugh.
There's no wrong kind of laugh.
Yeah, so I was disappointed because I wanted all the bugs to be able to go invisible. That would be wild. You imagine invisible charges. You just hear this, "Doo-doosh, doo-doosh," what the fuck?
Are you saying you need a challenge at this point when it comes to Helldivers?
I have killed over 350,000 of these Terminids myself. Alright? I will not stop until I've gone past 1 million, and even then I won't stop because I love hearing them fucking die. These filthy little fucking socialists. They're socialist bugs.
I guess that's
That's what Super Earth says. It says they're socialists.
political
Expansionists, and the automatons are tyrannical socialists. And we must stop them at all costs. They're a threat to democracy and freedom, and we can't tolerate that.
I agree.
We must annihilate them all. And I fucking have a particular, like, Brad's seen this when I'm playing that game and I know there are stalkers on the map. I don't give a fuck what I'm doing. I go straight for their home. Mm-hmm. I love killing them because they're huge. They're like the size of my van.
Yeah.
And they come at, like, I hear them because they make a very particular noise, and my hearing for that game's so good it's like sonar. I don't just know it's them. I know exactly where they are, and they come right up to me, and I just zap them in the head with my fucking blitzer.
Mm-hmm.
But if you let them touch you, these things will lob you in the air, and then fucking slash you before you even hit the ground. Like, they're that fast. But I just, as soon as I have a particular hatred for all bugs that can turn themselves invisible and try to kill you. I think it's because my grandmother let me watch The Predator when I was way too young for it. Now I have because there's these things in Space Marine called lictors, which are kind of the same thing. I fucking hate them too.
Yeah.
Anything that turns invisible and tries to fuck me needs to die. So yeah, I drop what I'm doing and I go murder them.
Fair enough.
I am the thing they tell their kids about to scare them into going to bed on time.
You are the thing.
I
they
am the
don't want
greatest
reading their
Helldiver
kids'
in the fucking
library
world.
books.
I am the greatest Helldiver in the world. I can better than everyone else. John Helldiver is a pussy.
Misguided Studios presents Helldivers 2, the movie. Coming
Yep.
soon.
You need to cast me? Alright, I'm going to have to do a very extensive training program because nobody wants to see a fat Helldiver. But hey, if someone else is paying for the gym membership and and someone else is doing the fucking food prep, I can do the rest of that shit. Just don't leave me to my own devices for too long and I'll follow the plan.
Just deep fake it.
Ew. No, I want to get fit and I don't want to have to pay for it. I'll do the work. I just don't want to pay for the quality fucking setup. You know what I'm saying? You know what I want to do is get a treadmill to put in front of my TV so I can play games and smoke weed while fucking exercising.
Yeah, there was
Which would probably end horribly because probably tip the bong over and
There's a guy on Instagram that would do that. He'll just play video games and walk on his fucking
yeah.
thing.
I could do that for fucking days, man.
Yeah.
Days. But I can't afford a treadmill. Very expensive, you see.
Yeah.
At least one that's load-bearing enough to handle my fat ass.
Yeah.
And they're very hard things to steal. You can't sort of sneak that out a side door without someone noticing. They're rather large. And, you know, if you worked in a gym and all you come in and one fucking treadmill's missing, I think you'd notice fairly quickly. It's not the sort of thing that just walks off.
I've got a pretty cool video to show you.
Ooh, very good.
What would it take to get you to the gym, Dan? Helldivers 2 role. Helldivers 2,
Fuck.
the movie.
Any movie role, really, that was, that was decent.
Someone has to pay for it.
Yeah, so decent. Yeah. someone has to pay for a gym membership because I can't go with Gareth for very long before I'd have to start paying for it, and I don't. And Gareth wants to go in the sauna, and that's where I get a little bit like, do I really want to go in a sauna with this guy? What if I find out that he's like what if he just starts jacking it? I'm not going to be able to say anything. I'm just going to be stuck there, held hostage by him and his penis.
Who told you about saunas?
I
was going to say, do you have that kind of energy in a sauna? I've been in a sauna a couple of times.
I've
I have
only
the
ever been in a
I barely
sauna
have
by
energy to
myself.
get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
I've only ever been in a sauna by myself, and when I was in one and another person came in, I generally got straight up and left.
Oh, yeah.
Because
You just assume they were
it
gonna
just
start
seems like
jerking off?
it's a dank, it's a dank sort of crusty setting, and I just don't want to see fucking penis unless it's my decision. What if he's there and he's like, yeah, well, who's driving you home? Yeah, what are you going to do? If I can stop me? Well, no, can you hurry it along? Jesus. Can you make sure you're aiming it away from me when you finish? Fuck.
I feel like you see more dick in the changing room than you will in the sauna.
That's why I don't want to go to the fucking gym. I don't get changed at the gym. I go home sweaty. I get changed at home.
Why do you think everyone's just going to show you their dicks?
Because that's what I've heard they do.
Weird. Anyway, watch this cat.
I don't like changing rooms. It's kind of fucking barbaric.
Yeah.
People that don't know each other getting naked around each other. It's
Okay,
really
no
weird.
gym then. We got it.
No, I'll go to the gym. I just don't want to get changed there. God, why is this making me so angry? Oh, fuck.
Watch this.
He licks me to calm me down, I think. He's like, dude. Oh.
Feels like the setup for a Garfield strip.
No way that cat
Fucking
worked
gym
that out.
cat.
能跑能跑，他要追求自己的。
He knows exactly what he's doing.
Oh, yeah, cats are pretty clever.
Yeah.
Once you remove thumbs from the equation, they can pretty much do anything we can do. That's fucking cool.
Most insane thing one of my cats ever did was I was sitting doing something with pencil and paper at the table. The cat Belle, big fluffy black cat, she jumps up, comes over. No shit, I couldn't make this up. She bit the lead off my pencil and then lay down on the paper. As if to say, no, fuck you, you're paying attention to me.
Yeah.
It was nuts. And my mum was sitting there too, and we just looked at each other and were like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very good at getting your attention. My cats, when they want attention, stop licking me. You're getting me in trouble, and you're distracting me now. Now I'm aware of it. Stop.
Come here.
I asked nicely.
Come here.
Consent doesn't mean anything to you, does it?
We're talking about the dog, by the way, listeners. There's not just some random guy on the floor licking Dan. But I just realised if we're
I
forgetting
mean,
to
it's
give
something that does happen quite often, and I'm quite tasty.
Well, last week we didn't give context before we did the big rant about David Seymour and Guy Williams. So I thought if Dan's saying someone's licking him off camera, we need to provide some sort of content. We're forgetting too with the comedy, let alone what's happening in the room.
Fair enough. Well, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say.
It's okay.
No, what was it about?
Clever cats.
Oh yeah, mine will sit like in front, or like they'll sit like in front of the PlayStation.
Yeah.
And just fucking stare at me like this, like.
Yeah, they just find the thing that you're the most invested in and disrupt it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I've got one that'll fucking come and like when she wants attention, she'll just mosey up and get comfortable on my leg, and I'll have to sit there and fucking smoke a bong and fucking not ash on the damn thing because they can be rather flammable in the right setting.
Do yours dig in if you try to move them?
Yes, but I generally don't. They don't scratch me because they know then they get a little, just a little. Don't scratch me. The fucking Pinky's been doing it. Fuck, I got a meaty one here too. Pinky, my cat, he went missing for 7 months, and ever since he's come home, like he's not comfortable unless he's in the same room as me. And when I go to bed, the cunt sleeps on top of me, like stretches out full on, like just on top of me, and then I'll move and he'll go, nah, motherfucker.
Probably like
I
one of your
just wake
French
up with
girls,
these
Dan.
fucking scratches and go, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, careful the cellulitis. We already know that's where it came from, is the cats.
No, we don't. What the fuck? I never said it came from the cats.
No, I never said you did, but for all we know, it could come
I'm
from
pretty
a cat.
sure it's because I itch between my toes on a really dirty table. Like I put it right up to the fucking edge and went.
Oh,
Because I haven't done that since, and I haven't got it
Surely
again.
anything that can be on a table can be on a cat.
And the cats don't generally scratch me down there. Like I've never scratched my foot. They generally scratch my arms and my fucking tummy.
So you can't get it in your upper half, or what's going on?
No, you only get it in your limbs. You can only get it in your limbs.
Weird.
Yeah, and very, very rarely will anyone get it in their arms. It's normally legs.
That's something to do with the nerve endings there.
No, it's generally because of your feet are generally dirtier than any other part of your body.
warmer,
Yeah,
damper.
Oh, true, yeah.
and this is just something, it got in because I had athlete's foot between my toes and I scratched it. That's how it got in. It's sitting on the skin, it's no threat to you at all. It's once it penetrates the first 2 layers, that's when you're in trouble.
Gotcha.
That, and when you go to a medical centre that doesn't fucking diagnose it accurately for 3 days and allows it to fester, then you end up with the fuck. Now I look like I've got a healed 3rd-degree burn on my fucking leg, but really, no, all the skin just rotted and fell off.
I have a 3rd-degree burn on my wrist.
Yeah, but that's from masturbating, and you shouldn't have done that. You got to buy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Too many wristies for the boys.
Fucking
That was from the bucket, I think we talked about.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
right.
hell.
Stupid bucket.
Stupid fucking bucket. I'll tell you what's stupid is this fucking humidity in New Zealand today is 99% and it sucks. All my moist areas are now dank. Like dank Demoss. Hey bitch, it's called lift, not forklift. Sorry. I saw that on somewhere and I wanted to repeat it. So, do you see that bitch? Big
No.
fat one got refused to ride on lift and now she's suing them for discrimination.
Oh, you know, we watched that at your birthday, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then she's just, I saw someone say, "Bitch, it's lift, not forklift." I was like, and the way her video comes across, like the more times you see it, the more times you realize she was setting up a lawsuit. She's like, "Are you sure that's what you're saying? What you're saying is,
Yeah.
it's too obvious that you're trying to fucking get them here." And you proved when she went on the Breakfast Club that she couldn't have fit in that car. She can't even fit in a large office chair.
Oh,
They had
she
to
went
pull
on
a
the Breakfast
sectional-
Club.
They had to pull a sectional couch out for her. And Charlemagne. I love Charlemagne the God. He's a fucking legend. He just goes, "So you wouldn't fit in my fucking car."
Oh, that huge chick, eh?
That's a huge bitch.
Yeah.
I seen a video of her falling on her back on stage when she was trying to twerk, and she looked like a turtle. She couldn't get up. You're like, eh. It's like, it's too far. I don't know how the fuck. I know how the fuck you get fat around the middle, but getting so fat that you have multiple tummies and fucking.
Can't tell what's front and what's back.
Yeah, like, that to me is like, I don't even know how the fuck that's possible.
Yeah.
Because I've eaten a lot of shit. I never really got in any danger of being that big. Like, I'm big, but I'm big with relative to my height. I'm not that obese. I'm pretty obese, but not that obese. Like, I walk normal. I don't waddle. Can't run for shit, but I don't waddle, god damn it.
I still think that.
Stop looking at my tummy while you think about this. It's really off-putting.
No, I'm
Jiggle, 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 jiggle.
I'm sure that the problem is. I've talked about this before, but I'm sure that the problem
Oh, no,
isn't
don't whistle.
first the amount that you're eating, because you cannot be eating that much. With
No,
a
I only
family
eat one
of your
meal a day.
size. Yeah, I feel like
If
that's
you believe
more
Dr.
likely-
Brad, it's all energy drinks that do this to me. And I ran.
Go sugar-free energy drinks.
No,
and watch
listen,
it
because I
drop.
ran that idea past my other medical advisor, Madman, who works in a deli, so he's got more fucking food knowledge than you.
Okay.
Well, I know, actually, you both work in food prep. That doesn't work. Oh, well, anyway. He said, no, that artificial sugar triggers a starvation response in your brain because it doesn't react to it as if it's food. It acts like it's not food, so it can trigger a starvation response, thus making you retain more weight.
But I even see.
And I don't know who to fucking believe.
No, because so sugar. This is my understanding of it anyway. Sugar is a short-term energy source that your body gets rid of very quickly.
Tastes good.
But if you just sit around doing nothing, then it stores really fucking fast.
I don't sit around doing nothing all the time. I get up and stretch and walk to the other end of the house and shit.
Yeah.
Multiple times because I always forget to get my weed out
I
and my
think
bottle in
that's-
the same
Yeah,
trip.
the couch to the fridge.
I
right?
think that's one part of it.
No,
The jug's by the fridge. I mean, like you gotta
Uh,
make a coffee every now and then.
But you.
No. I have to go I have to go to one end of my house and then back to the other end of the house just to get to where my bathroom is.
Yeah,
So like,
but that's not.
without meaning to, I probably do a couple of kilometers a day because that's like that's like a 35-meter round trip.
All right, the amount of times you go into the bathroom is something we'll talk about later.
But I also go to the room and forget what I went there for and have to go back, which is like I'm tricking myself into doing more.
Yeah, but still, yeah, it's sugar, man.
But you see homeless
that's
people.
not a starvation. If you want, just coffee.
You see
Switch to
homeless
coffee.
people who are obese, and you're like, how did that happen? So I think there's other
they're
elements
sitting
of it
there doing
going on
fuck
where
all.
not a. I think the sugar thing is going on, but I think not eating enough can sometimes contribute to obesity more than people realize, because your body is just doing weird things. It's not doing things on the regular.
I do have a very nasty habit of getting Burger King on Monday nights.
Like,
And then not eating it until like right before I go to bed.
Yeah, exactly. And then all
It's
the
so
energy,
good!
then all the energy gets straight stored into your body. because
Yeah, well, you know,
it's not being used.
guess who's going to last longer in a food apocalypse out of me and you?
You,
Yeah.
no, me.
No, not you. I got way more reserves.
Yeah, but I can not eat for 40 hours very
Besides,
easily.
if you stabbed me in the front of the stomach, you'd need a really long knife to hit anything
this was
vital.
part of our fucking, like, our second episode we did.
Oh, fuck, it was too. wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a machete.
You need a stiletto.
It was just us fighting.
It was, yeah. It was just us arguing.
I reckon eggs for breakfast, brown grains, peanut butter, fruit for lunch, and eat before 7:30.
Okay, but how do you
Alright,
adjust that if you
hold
don't
on.
get away, if you don't wake up till
Okay,
3 o'clock in
so
the afternoon?
That makes sense into why.
I'm just
No,
saying,
sorry.
eating the same general plain foods every day at a uniform time mixed with exercise, I think the weight would
Yeah, 100%.
I eat mostly
But-
balance
chicken
out somewhat.
tenders,
Yeah, but
like straight breast chicken tenders. No, I have a little dipping sauce
you
puddle.
you
but
got to, you have to.
You can't eat that shit, right?
Especially when it's dry.
I thought you were gonna be like, there's a load of sugar in
Oh, there
sauce.
fucking is.
Yeah, but
you get a
fuck-
good sauce.
yeah,
like,
but,
I'm all about condiments, motherfucker.
Oh yes, you are. Yes,
But
you
yeah,
are.
I think it's as much time and quantity and proportion as actually the. I
Why is
think
everyone so concerned about my weight?
because we like you, Dad.
Well, fuck, I wish I liked me, then we wouldn't have this problem. My self-loathing is the only thing holding me together. If I lose that, I'm probably going to get all the cancers.
Yeah, but the thing about, like, what the foods you just all mentioned, they're all high as protein.
Yeah.
That will put you on weight.
But not if
If
you,
you
not
don't-
if you pump weights all day like
Yeah,
I
if
do.
you're using the energy it's going to give you.
Yeah,
yeah.
it gives me the guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my favorite saying is nicotine plus caffeine equals protein.
That's not very scientific.
It's not, but it's fucking, you don't get hungry and you got energy. You don't actually have energy, you just pretend you do. But I don't know where I was going.
Yeah,
with
but
it,
then the marijuana comes along and fucks all that up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck, I take Ritalin and smoke weed. My body doesn't know what the fuck I want. Do you want me to speed up or slow down? For fuck's sake, make a decision.
My niece is
No, I want you to chaotically shift between the two so that everyone simultaneously loves me and is worried about what I'll do next.
my niece is going might have just had her ADHD test.
Right.
She's like you. She won't fucking stop talking.
Ah,
and it's
why
all
would ya?
intense. And I'm just like, I should put you and Dan, like her and you, in the room together and just record it and see what
Well, we'll
happens.
probably just be talking over each other. People with ADHD don't generally share their space very well. I have to constantly apologise because I'm always cutting him off all the time.
I
And
always feel like I'm trying to cut in all the time, but then it's hard.
yeah, well, because I don't give much
That's when
room.
I think of shit.
That's when it was just me and Brad. It worked so well because he could just sit there and let me do all the fucking work. Because to me, it's not work. I'll just keep going. And especially when I'm driving somewhere, oh my God, I won't shut up. I don't like silence. I like silence when I'm by myself. Then I love silence. When there's other people around, I feel like I've got to fill the fucking space.
Yeah.
Otherwise, bad things will start happening. Ah! Deep-seated neuroses with Dan Sage. And besides, I've got no filter when it comes to kids. I'll just say whatever the fuck comes into my brain, and that could be goddamn anything.
That's
As
fine.
you well know, sir.
I got her playing Call of Duty at 2 years old.
Fucking hell.
she's
She must be pretty
she's
fucking bright if
desensitized.
she could fucking play games at that age.
Oh, she couldn't play it. She got the. She basically got it. She figured out how to move and shoot, and like she would, if something moved across the screen, she would actually pull the trigger. Never hit it, and it was all super easy bots. But
Why would you do that to the child?
why not?
Subject you to Call of Duty.
I guess it is just basic pattern recognition.
Most unclean. Fucking COD.
Introducing her
In
hand-eye
fact-
coordination.
I beat someone so bad on Marvel Rivals last night that they told me to go back to COD, and I was like, I've been on COD for like fucking maybe 10 hours of my life, and I have won like 4 or 5 fucking games, so I must be pretty good at it. Because the concept of moving and shooting is pretty... I'm a Battlefield player, so I'm just better at it than most people.
Yeah.
At least I was, till they ruined Battlefield by fucking splurging their women into World War II. Fuck off! I don't want an amputee.
I saw this.
I had an idea for it. It would just be a real basic premise sports comedy, but kind of in a Happy Madison vein. But the whole movie would just have to be Burger King product placement, but that's how you'd fund it. But it would be called the... I don't have a good title, but in my head, the working title is BK Baller. But it's just all these kids who go and play basketball in the BK court after school, and there's always this random fat dude always hanging around the BK, just getting free refills and shit and hanging out, and everyone doesn't know who he is. And then one day the kids are getting scrimmaged in a ball game, and then one of the other kids is like, "Oh, my dad guy knows him. He was the greatest basketballer in town." And it turns out he's just this random basketball whiz who, like, his days are behind him, and he's just a homeless washout, and he hangs out in the BK. But then the kids start setting up tournaments, and then he gets so upset seeing them get their ass kicked. He's like,
I feel like people would watch this movie, and that sickens me.
He's like, I'm gonna kick. Oh, it's a complete copy paste of all those kind of movies, but I think that the BK angle would make it pretty funny and make this whole movie that it's very much about sports, but it's
I could definitely play that guy.
But it's all on the back of
no gym membership required.
This really toxic for your health product placement. I think that'd be a funny movie to make.
I'd do that for 6 months worth of unlimited BK.
It's just you would have to get them to say yes to it, and they would probably want to write off. They probably want to sign off all the jokes.
They've hired David Corios to sell their burgers. I'm pretty sure the bar for their moral standards are in the fucking dirt.
Well, you could just make.
This is a man who shoves bike pumps up his ass on stage and wants shit all over an All Black.
You could just make a fake. You could just make a fake fast food chain, I guess, and same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have the basketball courts outside in America.
They did that. They did that in GTA once. It was called McBurger Kong. I think it was GTA 4. It was like McBurger Kong. Oh, fuck. So let's stop talking about burgers immediately. I don't like that sort of aggravation.
I got something.
Okay.
Kanye West is back on Twitter.
Oh, fuck. No.
Yes.
Not Kanye again.
Did he get kicked off?
Oh, he left. After he made the swastika
Because we talked about him last... Oh, he left after last week.
Yeah, and then he came back. Like, not too much. Only like a couple
apparently
days.
him and his wife are getting divorced now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and did you hear about Elon Musk's whole disaster with the e-girl?
No.
Oh, I heard something about it.
He's got a whole other...
What did he do with an e-girl?
He's apparently knocked some e-girl up, and then and he broke her heart on Valentine's Day, and it was all very public on... Anyway, the only reason I didn't mean to derail that. I was just saying, I feel like Elon Musk is not going to stop Kanye from.
No, that's the point of X.
If I had Elon Musk money, I'd say I'd have a veritable country full of illegitimate children by now.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't make the mistake of marrying any of them either. I'd just be like, ladies, there's semen here.
Yeah. 13 kids. Yeah.
I'm not saying I wouldn't
You
go
could
for
put
it
a
with the
whole
ladies if I
apartment
had Musk money. I'm just saying I would make sure I didn't fuck it up that comprehensively. That I.
You could fill an entire apartment block with his kids and his cum dumpsters.
Yeah, and he might even recognise some of them.
At the end of the day, why does a guy get all the fucking flack for coming inside a girl without protection when she could fucking protect herself too? Let's not pretend these bitches weren't trying to have his baby because of a little bit of pay.
Yeah, it's just
a little bit of alimony.
It's just that he's riding on all this new conservatism, and you've got all these people who are family values, da da da, and then the guy they always sort of simp for is like the least conducive to the family values that they're putting all their fucking stock in. That sort of.
I just started reading this shit. Real friends let real friends drive drunk. Well, someone should let you drive drunk immediately, you fucking moron. This sentient jar of Marmite needs to fuck up and go away. My Whittle t-shirt, you mean your Whittle t-shirt, you fucking racist.
Yeah, my last Twitter rampage was 90% Jew proof. What does it mean to be Jew? Yeah.
Jews are probably sitting there going, what are we going to do about this guy, huh?
Hey.
What are we going to do with him? He's giving us the schmeckles. Oi. My Flaboygan. Not the entire race, for crying out loud.
Specific
Jews came together and did everything they could to destroy me, not playing victim. Hey, motherfucker, you are typing these tweets. No one's making you do that.
No,
You-
Ye is making him do it.
Ye-
Kanye's in the back seat now.
I think Yi is no longer a black person. He has officially become... like, he's just a dumb fuck. Come on.
Is he?
Wait, this is not how you play the outrage game. This is just how you fucking make people go, ugh.
Yeah.
Brother, what is that?
And then drop the bangest album of all time.
I bet you it'll still suck like the last 4. Kanye West is one of the most overrated rappers to ever fucking live.
Graduation was mean.
Okay, yeah,
long ago
but
was that?
that's like got 4 good songs on it, and the rest of them are most self-indulgent tripe you've ever heard.
That's rap.
I'm the greatest. I'm a living god. No, you're not.
Show
You're
me-
an ugly little monkey. Fucking fuck you.
Show me rap that doesn't have that sort of ego. That's what rap music is.
I don't see how that's relevant.
The whole genre is I am the best, I am the man. Look at my gold.
Yeah, but there's ways to be clever about it. He's
Yeah,
just
100%,
he's
but-
just a fucking goober.
But gold digger.
Wow. Listen, my personal favorite is Touch the Sky.
Oh yeah, that's cool. The one
I'm
in
a touch
video.
the sky.
Yeah. Mine's
But Kendrick Lamar is way better, and so is Eminem and Run the Jewels, and I could list fucking 12 rappers that are better.
I'm over Kendrick Lamar. I
Well,
don't see
no,
what's so
yeah,
great
well,
about
why?
him.
You don't like to see a fucking young black man succeed, huh?
I like to hear music.
Why don't you just get your fucking pillowcase out and cut the eyes out of it, you fucking KKK
I already
member?
did it.
Oh, oh yeah, the Bradgie had's over. I told Madman something about you, and he immediately was like, I'm not on that cunt side anymore. I can't remember what it was, too.
It would have been
Madman,
lies.
put it in the comments.
It would have been lies.
No, it was something real, like, I thought it was just real banal, and he was like, no, fuck that guy. I was like, what? Wow, that petered out faster than I thought. Had I known victory was so readily within my grasp, I would have said that months
What was
ago.
it? Brad plays COD.
Actually, I think it was. I think it was. I
I'm
was
trying to
on when you
think
played
what
COD, and he was
what-
like, "Oh, fuck that guy. The Bradger had's over."
I was trying to say, what could it possibly be? Like this.
It was something. It was something that basic where I never expected him to give a shit, and he was like, I was like, "Oh, okay, fuck."
Right, be that way.
Brad didn't even care about your jihad in the first place.
I'll take your money.
So people who are
Shut
still.
up! You'll stop it.
So the takeaway is people who are still holding out for Kanye to make good music again are still choosing to believe he's in some sort
I would
of
argue to make good music for the first time ever. But
he's in some sort of control of the diarrhea he's spit, which even if you agree with everything he says, it doesn't look like there's any rhyme or reason to the way he structures or
It's
plots.
just-
the symbol doesn't have so much programming
It's
in it. Anyone with a
shitpost.
brain knows it's not even a fucking German Nazi creation, that symbol.
Yeah.
But it's not programming, Kanye. It's about fucking 20 million dead people. That's what it fucking... That's not programming. That's just people going, well, we're not going to fucking go down that road again. Huh, we can't go down that road. There's nothing but National Socialism down that road. Fuck off. Kanye West is a dipshit, and I'll fight the cunt. I'll fight you, ye, you little bitch. Huh? Little bitch trying to run up, trying to come up. You're going to get punched up. See, I'm already a better rapper than Kanye West. Fucking loser.
How do you
Fucking
get?
loser.
you
Him and Brian
literally-
Tamaki in the wood chipper. Fuck him.
Literally rapping how good you are, how cool you are.
Yeah. That's not the problem. It's how he does it that's bad.
And he got.
He
cut-
sounds like a fucking Down syndrome kid with fecal alcohol
That's
syndrome.
fucking Kendrick Lamar.
And he got cut-
no.
I
At
can
least
understand
at least
fucking
his-
Pearl Jam more than him.
Did Kendrick Lamar get cucked by Pete Davidson though?
Probably.
Yeah. No. Ye did.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Pete
White
Davidson's the
boy
fucking
stole
man.
his girl.
Yeah, fucking hey. That's cool. I'm not. Pete Davidson's a way better person than either of those two.
Too bad he's not a good comedian.
Fuck you.
You just gave us
Specials.
another.
And I
base-
say that, no, I've watched his specials. They're trash. Fuck. They're like, I remember when the first time I watched one of his specials, I went, fuck, this is like an open micer. What the fuck? Oh, these things aren't special anymore.
I just have to say, I don't think it's a good movie, but that moment in King of Staten Island where the mum looks at Bill Burr's back
Yeah.
and he doesn't know about the tattoos and he thinks, have you seen King of Staten Island?
Staten.
Staten Island?
No.
Yeah.
That's good.
There's just one scene with Bill
I
Burr.
forgot to watch that.
Can you see if you can find it?
I watched that funny one that he was in where he's at home living with his mum and she comes in while he's jacking off to VR porn. I forgot to watch that. Right up until this moment, I forgot that show existed. It looked really funny
It's
too.
fucking fantastic. What the fuck was
What
it?
show was it?
Some weird, had a weird name.
It was like Pete Davidson, but playing himself, living at home, like famous Pete Davidson living at home. And there's this great
I'll bring
scene.
a trailer up too.
Oh yeah.
I
Fuck.
like
that
Pete Davidson as a
I don't mind him.
presence
It's
on
just
camera,
he's
but
not.
his stand-up's not good.
Yeah, he's just not very good at it.
Well,
That's not a great.
If
that's
he
not a
makes
great
people's laugh, he's a good comedian, right? He may not be the greatest comedian in the world of all time.
Well, he's a
and whatnot,
comedian.
but
There's no doubt about that. If you're up
Yeah.
there and you're selling out tickets and people are coming to
He's
you,
I think he's a better comedic actor than he is a stand-up.
yeah, for
that's
sure.
what I-
Because
yeah.
he came from SNL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a writer.
He struggled though.
Yeah.
Oh, I think,
He's a
how could
fucking
you
mad drug
not?
addict.
What a fucking terrible goddamn environment that show's made in.
And there's a very weird story about. Oh, it's in one of the specials. The whole thing with Louis. That is what, regardless of how much I love Louis' stand-up, that story about him, I get why he did it because he didn't think Pete Davidson was disciplined. But it's still a very weird story. Like Louis narked to him on Lorne Michaels about, I think you should kick him out. He smokes too much weed. It's a very
Ooh.
weird story.
Ooh, Louis, ooh, bro. Fuck up him. You listen, don't worry about that. Butt kiss, that's right.
Oh shit, Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything, so it must be good.
Wu-Tang.
There's a lot of big people in there.
Yeah, no, it's quite good.
And
It's quite
way
good.
more that you didn't see as well.
Can you just find that bit with the tattoos from,
Yeah.
with Bill Burr though? That's a great. That made that whole like that movie just for that scene. Because I don't know why it was so obviously what was going to happen, but I just didn't see it coming. So Bill Burr's his stepdad, and all through the movie he's been doing tattooing his back as a way of bonding with him.
Jesus.
Nice. It's fun.
Fuck, Marissa
See,
Marissa Tomei has aged like a fine fucking wine.
Oh, yeah, no disagreements with that, sir.
Like, I watched her big movie she did in the 90s, the rom-com she did that put her on the map. She didn't even look as good as she looks now back in her fucking 20s.
Yeah.
Alright, let's wrap it up.
Why?
Because
I don't want to
It
go home
feels
to
like
those...
we've been going 2
I want to go home
hours.
to them fucking kids.
Is that only
You can
just
hang-
an hour?
hour 10.
Huh.
Well, that really
Sorry
flew
it
by.
dragged on for you, but like...
No, I enjoyed the flow of this episode. I thought we did pretty good.
Yeah,
There,
it
see,
was.
you just need something for me to get mad at. There's a guaranteed 30. Fuck you, Brian Tamaki, you fucking leech.
Alright, love you guys.
Love you
Love
too,
you,
Brad.
Brad. Love
Bye.
you,
Oh, I didn't even do an
Bye.
outro.
Alright, do your outro.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, well, just push the buttons, do the thing, put link for Patreon down below. We'll see you soon, but not too soon. For Joseph and fucking Brad. Bye.
Podcast.